Hello and welcome to Simplify Studies. In today's module, we will learn about simple present tense. Children, it is very important to know where and how to use simple present tense. First, let's see how to form simple present tense using first person, second person, and third person plural. We use root form of verbs. Let's see few examples using subject and verb. I do, we write, you sleep, they play, girls dance. So, if you see carefully, all the verbs used here are in root form, that is in the original form. We have not added anything to the verbs. But when we use third person singular, that is he, she, it, and all other singular subjects, we add s or es to the root form of the verbs. For example, he does, she writes, Rushil sleeps, Rishit plays, it dances. So here we have modified the root verbs by adding s or es. For better understanding where to use s and es, please see this table carefully. Now we will learn four main uses of simple present tense. Simple present tense is used when we talk about habits and routines, permanent situations, facts and universal truth, and finally when we talk about states and state verbs. Let's start with habits and routines. Habits and routines are the actions that we do regularly or repeatedly. When we talk about habits and routines, we normally use expressions like everyday, weekly, monthly, yearly, etc. Please see this table for more clarity. But when we talk about habits or routines, we don't use ing or continuous tense in our sentences. Let's see few examples of habits and routines. I go to school every day. Second one, we do our homework in the evening. Rita visits her in-laws on weekends. Mrs. Joshi takes rest in the afternoon. He goes for a walk every day in the morning. And the last one is, I drink tea every morning. Now comes our second use, permanent situations. We use simple present tense to describe situations that are more or less permanent. For example, my grandparents live in a village. This means that is their permanent place. They stay there permanently. I have two brothers. It is wrong to say I am having two brothers. I work as a teacher. Again, it is wrong to say I am working as a teacher because it shows, if I use working, then it shows that it is a temporary job. Okay, only for a specific period of time I am working as a teacher. But when I say I work as a teacher, it shows that it is my permanent profession. Next, my brother lives in America. Is he there for vacation? No. He lives there permanently, though in past he was not staying there, but now his permanent address is of America. Next, Kylie speaks in English. That means it is her native language. She won't forget it, so it is also a permanent situation. Again, when we talk about permanent situations, we don't use ing words or continuous tense. Now, we will move on to the third use, that is the fact or the universal truth. These are statements about the world and are never going to change. For example, the sun rises in the east. It rains heavily in the hills. Water freezes at 0 degrees centigrade. Birds fly. The rabbits run fast. All these are true statements and we do not use ing or continuous tenses in any sentences of fact and universal truth. Let's talk about the last topic of today, that is states with state verbs. This use of simple present tense is very important. To understand states and state verbs better, let's see a table first. Things that we see in this table are mostly intangible or abstract. To understand this better, we should understand the difference between activities and states first. An activity is something that we do physically. It is an action that happens continuously. But in state, we only have desire or feelings. That is, there's no physical action which can be seen on continuous basis. So, we should not use ing words or continuous forms in states and state verbs. For example, I can say I want ice cream now, but I cannot say I'm wanting ice cream now. It will be wrong, as want is a desire or feeling. There is no actual physical action which can be seen. So, we cannot use ing or continuous tense when we talk about states and state verbs. Let's see few examples. He looks very beautiful in that dress. I have 2 children. Kushi loves to dance. I hate crowded place. Do you remember me? Pooja's perfume smells really nice. This pizza tastes awful. That house seems to be empty. I think Sean is very smart. Joshis have swimming pool at home. I hope these examples might have cleared all your doubts of state and state verbs. But if you still have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section and I'll answer it. That's all for today. Have a good day.